Hi guys, I'm Pavelko from FxPro. Today I have prepared a special educational video for you that is extremely relevant today. This session will be dedicated to the essential skill of how not to drown in the noise of market news. We will explore how not to get lost in the endless stream of news and trading signals, and ultimately, how to work and trade effectively, essentially like a true professional. So today we will talk about what needs to be filtered out from all this information. It is simply this overwhelming flood of information that every trader faces. This is particularly true starting from 2022, as we are truly living in a time with an insane amount of news. And these aren't just any news, but geopolitical news that literally turns the world upside down. For example, I can tell you that I've been in trading for over 20 years, since 2006. Actually, it's been since 2005, and I really cannot recall seeing such an intensity of such complex news. So today we'll talk about what you should read, what you shouldn't read, and what you should just ignore. How can you make sense of all this in order to trade effectively? But undoubtedly, the main issue and the most significant fact today is that most traders are simply overwhelmed, completely overwhelmed with information, with an absolute abundance of Telegram channels offering trading signals, detailed trading plans, and endless YouTube videos, and so on and so forth. At the same time, I really want to emphasize that people who engage in trading have a critically small amount of time to actually devote to trading because they have families, children, they have full-time jobs after all, and they lead very busy, intense lives of their own. And so, in this very small window of time that a person sets aside for trading, they are simply bombarded with information, which constantly consists of an endless and continuous stream of news and is made up of many diverse and conflicting opinions from many different perspectives. That is, you watch one analyst, then another, then a third, and they're all talking about completely different things. And of course, this also includes an incredibly vast number of people who are often known as so-called experts. That is, today, due to the rapid advancement of information technology, social networks, and fairly accessible traffic, there are a huge number of popular people who either don't trade on the market at all or trade at a loss, yet present themselves as experts and, without risking anything, give you trading recommendations. So, this is the challenging environment we have to work in, and today we're going to talk about it in depth. The result, of course, is initial doubt, losses, and a kind of moral confusion, because it really is an emotional overload, and trading itself is an activity that is very emotionally exhausting, especially if you are trading on intraday charts, and even more so if you are doing any kind of scalping. Trading can completely drain every bit of your mental energy. And if you add to that this overwhelming constant flood of information, nothing good will ever come of it. The single biggest illusion that many traders live with today, especially those who are just beginner traders starting out, is that they constantly feel like they simply don't have enough information yet. They mistakenly think that in order to earn more money, to work much better, and to be successful, they need to know more, read more books, turn on even more technical indicators, read more financial news, watch more educational videos, and so on. But you must remember that's absolutely not the case at all, because the more overwhelming information you have, the worse and more confused your trading decisions will eventually become. We see that this is a not equal sign, it's crossed out, so more information does not mean a better decision. This is very important. The main thing you need to remember for yourself. In reality, it's a very simple system. The more incoming data, the more doubts you have. Think of it as a comprehensive trading system. I always strongly recommend to my students that they should create and design trading systems where the total number of input parameters is kept to a minimal level. This is because if your trading system has a large number of parameters, indicators, or various complicated rules, it inevitably creates a lot of internal contradictions and causes you to seriously doubt its overall effectiveness and reliability. So don't do this, and remember, the more incoming information, the more doubts you will have. The more doubts you have, that's right, the worse your results will be. Because on the one hand, you might think you should buy, then after buying, you think, no, it would have been better to sell. Then the market shifts in the opposite direction, and you start to feel you should revert back to your previous decision, and so on. In other words, limit the flow of information. So remember, professionals try to simplify. Overall, I am, in a good way, a fan of Apple as a company and of Steve Jobs' ideology. I've read a lot about Steve Jobs and, of course, his famous biography by Walter Isaacson. And I was constantly amazed at how he was able to simplify complex things and I actually saw many different things firsthand, meaning how difficult it was for him to make something as simple, clear, beautiful, and convenient as possible, to package it all that way. That, of course, is truly a unique talent. So remember, professionals try to simplify. At this point, of course, it is certainly worth mentioning that the specific word simplification does not necessarily mean a loss of quality. This is an absolutely crucial clarification, because many people, it's like the saying, simplicity is worse than theft, right? So you shouldn't simplify if it means sacrificing the quality, but beginners tend to just consume what they see, right? It's like, I recently read a fascinating and insightful book about traffic, and there was a whole chapter dedicated to Instagram. It said that professionals create content, meaning for them, Instagram is a primary tool for generating a substantial income. And the vast majority of the general public consume content, meaning professionals, as you may have seen pages with millions of followers that are subscribed to either 0 pages or maybe just 1 or 2. In other words, these people simply and actively protect and shield themselves from the information flow, and they generate content that brings them money while we just consume it. That's the difference. So please keep this slide and these specific expressions in mind, because they really do reflect our current reality. Well, now let's talk in more detail about what we actually encounter in the world today. First of all, there are news headlines. Secondly, there are the opinions of various influencers on social networks. These are the so-called hot tips. This is the best market today. The top 3 stocks here are the best ones, especially in cryptocurrencies, the top 3 coins that are about to take off. I always find these videos amusing because the people who post videos about the best coins have no idea which coins will skyrocket tomorrow. I swear to you, they have no idea. Do you know why? Because nobody knows. Unless you are the creator of that coin, you have no idea if liquidity will flow into it tomorrow, only in that case. However, at this moment, we're not currently taking into account that specific scenario. There are all sorts of different Telegram channels and, of course, all kinds of highly emotional and reactive comments about the news that comes out. Why are the news so confusing? It's very simple. In general, news is a part of fundamental analysis. As an analyst, I started in the market specifically with fundamental analysis because I know macroeconomics very well. Back in school, I used to go to Republican Olympiads. I won those Olympiads, and that's why I have a strong grasp of economic theory. Why do the news often confuse people? First of all, remember that the news tries to explain a movement after that movement has already happened. This is the most important thing. Secondly, the news often creates an emotional background that is absolutely unnecessary. They push you to take action. But most importantly, the news and the market's reaction to the news often do not match. This is the biggest problem with fundamental analysis in general. This is fundamentally its inconsistency. That is why the news by itself means absolutely nothing at all. What do you need to do? Now, let's move on to solving this problem. The professional approach is very simple. You need to reduce the amount of incoming information. If we're talking about a market analysis method, I recommend sticking to 1 or at most 2 approaches that complement each other. And don't look at anything else. What I mean is, for example, if you decide to trade using Elliott waves, you shouldn't look at Wolf waves, technical analysis by Bill Williams, or any other specific candlestick patterns, breakout levels, or really anything else at all. You don't look at any of that, meaning you stick to just one thing. You need to have a single trading plan for yourself, something clear, a specific set of conditions under which you enter the market. If this set of conditions isn't met, you don't enter. And of course, you should have the minimum number of outside opinions. I won't deny that there are experts, opinions, and analysts who are truly worth listening to, but their number should be strictly minimized. So remember, the less noise there is, the better your trading decisions will be. And then your personal filter. That is, how do you actually determine whether the information coming to you is necessary for you? In other words, you need to build your own filter. Ask yourself, after you read, hear, or see something, does that information provide a benefit to me or my system? Does it contribute to practical application? In other words, can it be used in practice? And is it able in some way to improve my decision? This is very important, because if not, just ignore it. But also remember that in general, you should operate and make your trading decisions solely based on your own reasoning. In other words, you should never execute any trades based solely on the logic or reasoning of another person. You should only do so if it aligns with and supports your own conclusions. If your opinion happens to coincide with someone else's, then that's fine. But if you think you should buy gold and someone tells you to sell, it's actually much better to buy, even if you happen to lose money, because that is your own personal trading decision and you alone are responsible for it. Well, my friends, I think I have managed to briefly show and explain to you today that it is critically important to significantly reduce the overwhelming incoming flow of information. I've shown you how to do this. We'll see each other in the next educational videos. Check out our channel. There are plenty of videos on the theory and practice of trading. See you. Bye.